Hello, it's Polish VR. Welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some PlayStation VR2 news. We're going to talk about Blade and Sorcery and possible PlayStation VR2 release. We've got some new information about this game, so obviously I'm gonna mention it in my PSVR2 news video. And also we're gonna talk about, well, some sad Firewall news. One of the biggest PSVR2 releases, supposed to be, falls very flat when it comes to sales. So, with that out of the way, let's get started and maybe let's begin from the Firewall here. So we've got the charts are in on the best-selling games past September. So in August, at the end of August, Firewall released and it's been at number 1. It's managed to top the charts, but I think people saw what it is and what it was, and it was one of those big releases that disappointed us. It was among the Green Hell VR, which you can see is not on the chart. Hellsweeper VR still here, but didn't make much impact. Now Firewall pretty much totally gone, so we're gonna talk about it. So first of all, what we can see, some games, so shooters, online shooters that released way before Firewall, like your Pavlov, like your Alvo, both in Europe and US. I mean, in Europe, Firewall didn't even make top 10 in charts. In US, it's managed to scrape itself to the last 10th position, let's say, but still well below Alvo and well below Pavlov. So Alvo, of course, had its PlayStation 5 update, awesome shooter. And I think also what it shows to us, maybe we took for granted how much better other shooters are, and maybe we just didn't have enough choice on PlayStation VR1. That's why Firewall was seen as one of the better games. But as sales shows us, well, not many people playing it and not many people buying it. Now also we don't know how well the games itself selling on PSVR2, because all I'm seeing lately is that just people trying to sell their headsets. I know it's the algorithm working for me that way as well, but you know, the amount of people selling their PSVR2, be it eBay or Facebook, whatever, there's a lot. So I don't think PSVR2 as of now making any impact, and PSVR2 games, especially the big releases, the ones that we was excited for, they just falling flat, very flat. So just wanted to mention it here. As you can see on this list, I've said that before, Green Hell is nowhere to be seen, but also the games that had better review, like Synapse, that's gone. I know it's an early release, but still. Crossfire, a good game, a good release, it's at number 1, we see next month. Beat Saber, always in the top. Pavlov seems to be as well, so very, very nice online shooter. Hellsweeper managed to sell well, maybe in US. We don't know what the numbers are, you know. It might be just, you know, the best game might have sold 200 copies and Hellsweeper might sold 20 and then the rest one just one. I don't know, but you know, it might not be even that much. I don't know what PSVR2 numbers are, but it shows us the state PSVR2 is as well. There is no new releases, not enough. Let me phrase it right. Not enough new releases that keep people, let's say, wanting to buy PSVR2 games. Thank God Crossfire come out, that did well, but rest of the game, like Hellsweeper, it was so anticipated, very flat. Firewall already out of the charts, so yeah, it just shows the PSVR2 itself. Reminds me a lot of Sega Saturn back in the day, which, you know, hardware was good enough, but sadly the support from third parties and also developers, you know, the Sega itself, the games just wasn't delivering. And eventually, of course, that was part of the Sega demise and Sony, of course, taken over. So what I see from PSVR2 is definitely not much commitment from Sony to also make sure we get in good games. They showed off Project Wingman in their sizzle reel promoting PSVR2, and Project Wingman is shit. It's not a good game, it's just terrible. Graphics, gameplay, and the content, the VR content, maybe let's rephrase it, for PSVR2. I will move on to the Blade and Sorcery, but just want to have my little moan. I will love now to have some big announcements. You know, Resident Evil 4 is coming, that's awesome, but we need some bigger announcements. We need some bigger studios to commit to PSVR2 as well. I mean, you've got companies like EA and, you know, they doing VR for Formula 1 23 game on PC. and they're not doing it on PSVR2, and there will be reason for it, and you know, there will be something for it what we don't know. It might be Sony maybe not helping enough, maybe there is just not gonna be enough profit for them. Maybe they cannot use the hardware, maybe they didn't got development kit, maybe they just don't want to do it, maybe PS5 is not powerful enough, I don't know. But the games what should have come, they not coming. I mean, even Project Wingman 1 on PC, older game, and still the full campaign not get VR mode. We just get some 6 missions that are, you know, like a, well, from what I played anyway, like a wave shooter. So yeah, let me know what you think on state of PSVR 2. I know I moan quite a lot about it on this channel, but it is for a reason. I know it's PSVR 2 channel, but I cannot fanboy too much. I need to speak the truth. Speak what I feel. I cannot just say how great it's doing when I see like a really slowly actually not doing that great, and maybe it's Sony's last VR headset. I don't know. I know it's some things that people don't want to hear, but well, that's what's happening, so we have to go by it. Anyway, let's move on to maybe something what might deliver if it releases on PSVR 2, which is Blade and Sorcery for PlayStation VR2. We're gonna go to the roadmap first, so we're getting back ourselves in time for when the roadmap last got updated in March. So this is the things that they will look into after 1.0 releases, and that's DLCs, but also PlayStation VR2 release. So it's something what they will look into, which means it's not confirmed. It's basically not on the table, but it's not off the table. It's somebody just there around the table, you know, holding the idea. They're gonna put it on the table or throw it in bin. We don't know. The fact that Quest 2 and Pico got Blade and Sorcery and PSVR 2 don't, it's fucking annoying. But anyway, so what's happening is they posted update on Steam. You are on the page, very long update, and that's for a reason as well. So basically this is their road to 1.0 update. So they ready to start talking about it. There is no release date yet for this update, and they're not gonna give you the release date. It's gonna be at some point, probably early 2024, but we will know once they drop the trailer. But what I like about this studio is they expanded a lot to like over 20 people from what, you know, it was retail indie project. But what they posted in this road to 1.0 update is basically they don't want crunch. They want to look after their team. That's why they're not giving us release date. Basically, it's close, but they don't want to put pressure on people. They don't want to put any crunch. They're letting people work nicely, and I wish all the studios do that. That's how you behave nicely towards the people who helping you make a good product. That's awesome. So I've got huge respect for them. You know, as we all work. I'm assuming most of us. I don't know. Some might not. Some can't. But those of us who are, a lot of us work for bigger companies. And the corporate culture, you know how it is. Nobody gives a fuck, like we all numbers. So seeing this, what's happening here, it's really nice, and I wish all companies did that, so big props to the developer. But anyway, that's just side talk. What I want to talk about is this update. So what they're gonna add is progression mode, which is something what people really wanted. I'm not gonna go through it all, but anyway, they've got the story now, and also they've got all the lore for the game. They reworked some maps as well. Yeah, some more dungeons. So there's a reason now to play the dungeons. So dungeons was like this new mode, procedurally generated, when you've been going not just in the arena, but you've been going through the dungeons themselves. But now there will be reason to play them. So you're gonna have your sandbox mode still with everything unlocked. It's gonna be your progression mode. You're gonna get crystals. That's gonna be your currency. You'll be upgrading your characters. You know, I think even beyond what is in sandbox. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, so that's Crystal Hunt. That's their main, let's say, thing of this update. So yeah, a lot is happening. They're gonna add the skill tree what you can upgrade as well. There will be some loot to collect. So it won't be just this arena fighter and also this dungeon, maybe let's say crawler without rewards. But it's gonna be the purpose to play it. It's gonna have story and everything, so it's awesome. And that's coming in this 1.0 update, which is great. Yeah, that's one of the maps they upgraded. So yeah, so it is great that they're doing it. But like I said, oh yeah, they adding some other surprises. The last big surprise was Quest 2 version. So maybe that's gonna be, oh, I switched it off. So maybe that's gonna be PSVR2 version. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to say it's confirmed when it's not, but it's something they're gonna look into. So very nice update. So yeah, they talking about the release date. So Q1 2024 estimated, but not confirmed. But after that, hopefully we might get PSVR2 version, or they will look into they showing one of bugs in the game, or they're gonna do something different. I don't know, but it would be nice to have it on PSVR2. So let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you would want to play Blade and Sorcery still on PSVR2. I can tell you now, this game is awesome. So I would love to have it, seeing it on on PSVR2 headset with PSVR2 controllers, with headset feedback and awesome haptics in the controllers themselves. And this HDR, this game would shine. So I'd like to see it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you're thinking about today's news. I'll be back tomorrow with something probably. And for now, that's it. Bye, 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 bye.